What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and today we're going to be talking about somebody who's probably giving today a mixed review after, they were woken up this morning because a meteorite smashed through their roof and landed in their bed, almost hurting them, but they also did get a meteorite. Regardless, something this crazy just deserves a video, so I figured we'd talk about it, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
Nice rack and her ass Brazilian, just turned 21, but my bank's a million, swear.
Alright, so I don't think anybody necessarily likes the sound of their alarm clock, but I do think we'd all agree that an alarm clock's a little bit better than something plummeting through your roof at 2 in the morning and waking you up. But a BC woman awakes to a hole in her roof and space rock on her pillow instead. I just feel like I would not really be sure what type of message the universe is sending me. Like I said, on one hand, I know meteorites are valuable, like she probably made some money, pretty sweet, she can pay to fix the roof. But on top of that, the fact that out of everywhere on the planet this meteorite could possibly land, it lands right next to you. Is it also a sign that whatever aliens are watching might be a little pissed off with you? Because if they just wanted you to get some money, they would have sent it to the backyard. They were aiming. They wanted to send a message. It's a warning shot. Jokes aside, though, I just feel like this would probably be the most intense way to wake up, 1 second, you're in Sleepville counting sheep. The next second, all the sheep have been decimated by a meteor, much like the dinosaurs were. You're just in your dream. Not again, not again, not another great extinction. On October 4th, many were treated to the sight of a fireball lighting up the night sky with images of a meteor sailing above Lake Louise striking awe. Longtime Golden resident Ruth Hamilton was fast asleep, or at least she was, until she was awoken by the sound of a crash through her ceiling and the sensation of debris on her face. I just really love that, in all of this is just some lady that had to wake up to this, and that means that for a second, before she realized that there's a hole in her ceiling and there's a meteor, something must have been in her mind. Do you think she was like, dang it, did Dan shoot the roof with a shotgun again? What was going through her mind before meteor? Because we all know for a fact that that was not the first thing that popped into your noggin. When you get woken up by a loud sound in the middle of the night, you're not like, space invaders. I just don't think that's the first thing that pops into your mind, which makes me just want to question it a little bit. I also don't feel like I'd be able to recognize a meteorite right away. Don't get me wrong. All of us love to pretend that we'd be the superhero in the sci-fi movie that when the golden meteorite that's glowing lands in our bed, we touch it and get superpowers. But in reality, if I woke up to a hole in my roof and a rock next to my head, I'd be like, what? How did this rock get here? Did someone go mining in my backyard with dynamite? I don't know why just meteorite would never be the thing to pop into my head until some guy that's way smarter than me came out and said it. Someone like Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. Man, what a scientist. I just jumped up and turned on the light. I couldn't figure out what the heck had happened, said Hamilton. She took a look around just to get her bearings and spotted a rock sitting neatly on her pillow next to where her head usually lays. It was aiming for her, bro! Hamilton called 911, unsure of what to make of the projectile, and a police officer arrived on the scene and established that the rock was not there as a result of the ongoing construction in Kicking Horse Canyon. They settled on the only other explanation, that a meteorite had come through her roof. Earlier, when I talked about aliens trying to snipe her, bro, I was making a joke, but the fact that the meteor landed right where her head usually is makes me think that E.T. might be phoning home for a Barrett 50 cal to snipe some meteors, bro. What are the odds of that? This is a message from the aliens. They're letting us know that if we do not take them to our leader, they will continue to burst into our homes with meteorites that are actually spying devices. I swear, if somebody doesn't realize that this channel is satire, they would really think that I'm just walking around my house with tinfoil wrapped around my head, bro. If some just old lady accidentally stumbled upon my channel and recommended and was like, oh, this dude's just kind of nuts. Yeah, I am, alright? I do wear tinfoil around my head. It's me reflecting the government's mind control waves, which is why I'm still a free thinker. Seriously though, man, I just want to know what the meteorite is worth. They don't really say it anywhere in the article, very disappointingly, but I just want to know how much of a W the universe just gave her. Are we talking about 10 grand, Is that going to get her a new car maybe? Or are we talking 400 grand for the meteorite, new lifestyle type of... We called the Canyon Project to see if they were doing any blasting, and they weren't, but they did say they saw a bright light in the sky that had exploded and caused some booms. I was shaking and scared when it happened. I thought someone jumped in or it was a gun or something. It's almost a relief when we realized it could only have fallen out of the sky. Bro, I love how it's just a possibility in this place that you can, like, just be in a construction zone and literally get struck by a meteorite, you know? You're just trying to mind your business, do your thing. Next thing you know, it's like, we're building houses. A sky meteorite from dynamite. That's what we call it when we do it in the Canyon Project. I love how they're like expecting her to, you know, just make sense of it quickly, you know? Like they're like, "Oh, tell us more how confused you were." Like, come on, you didn't know it was a meteorite? Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'd also be mad confused if I was just woken up by something crashing through my roof. It's not every day something plows through your ceiling. I mean, hopefully not. You're living in a very, very bad neighborhood. Hamilton says she's totally fine and avoided any injuries, and she plans to keep the rock for this foreseeable future, stating that her grandchildren think it's cool. I'm just totally amazed over the fact that it's a star that came out of the sky. It's maybe billions of years old. She also says the experience gave her a new perspective on life. The only other thing I can think of saying is life is precious and it could be gone at any moment, even when you think you're safe and secure in bed, said Hamilton. Yeah, that's the type of perspective you can only have after a meteor almost plows your head off into your pillow, okay? She's like, nah, trust me, I really thought everything was chill, and then whap-pow, meteor comes out of nowhere. It was absolutely batty. I also love how she's like, I'm gonna keep it. My grandkids think it's dope. I thought meteorites were super valuable. Am I tripping? Did someone lie to me a long time ago about that? Like, I feel like I remember seeing somewhere that they can really be worth a pretty penny. Imagine if they just never sell it, right? Like they just keep it forever. It becomes a family heirloom, only for like 100 years from now it to be worth billions of dollars. Next thing we know, the Jeff Bezos of future Earth is just the owners of this meteorite. I'm just waiting for the day where we start to mine meteorites and then I can get a chunk of one myself. My theory is if I rub a meteorite on someone's bald head, they will become Lex Luthor. I'm gonna try it out soon. Not with myself, of course. I don't want to become Lex Luthor. I trapped Homer Simpson in my basement and I'm gonna make him say "Doh" until I get the meteorite. I hope I never take it for granted again. As for the damage to her home, Hamilton says that her insurance company will be doing a walkthrough to see if roof holes caused by space debris are covered. Evidently, the company has never had a claim filed like this before. As for Hamilton, she has no plans to take up astrology or stargazing after her encounter. That's enough for a lifetime, I think. I know insurance companies are known for sucking, but if you're watching this for whatever reason, insurance company, you better give her the money to fix the house, because think about this from an advertising perspective, right? You know farmers, how they're like, or I don't know what insurance company it is, where they're like, "Oh yeah, we've insured a bunch of crazy stuff. Imagine this for advertising. Oh, you think you need home insurance? Yeah, you do. We're such great home insurance, we'll fix your house if it gets hit by a meteorite." I mean, like, what's better than that? Don't be stingy. Don't make this old lady have to, like, beg you for money. You're an insurance company. We know you got plenty of it. Just do us a favor and fix the house, dude. Could you imagine if they were like, "We'll only do this if you give us the meteorite"? The owner of the insurance company, like, really wants it for some reason. Only because he's probably an evil villain, bro. Let's be honest. If you own an insurance company, you've got to be a little bit Mr. Burnsy. I don't know why I'm dropping so many Simpsons references. I apologize. But yeah, on that note, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you guys have ever been hit by a meteor, go ahead and comment the word bamboozle down below, because I think you're bamboozling me. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to help me out, link to the intro song can be found down below, along with the link to my podcast, The Scuffed Cast, or you can use code Scrubae at the G Fuel checkout. If you're going to get some G Fuel, use code Scrubae. And yeah, other than that, it is October, which means you can get the Halloween merch at the top of the description. Link can be found. And on that note, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.